Not gonna look at the comments instead. I got a story to tell. Story of January 19th, 2019. I had been over to the county seat, Seaville, hanging out next door at a friend's house. Next door lived a judge. It's actually the judge that hands out the protective orders. Well, that's one of the things he does. Uh, we were in there playing a game, and I he happened to have just about he was able to get take about 8 hydros, and so I bought those from him, and but I wasn't wanting to take them because at the time I was taking kratom. It was holding me over because I was at a dry spell where I didn't have a lot of medicine, and I had almost got close to withdrawal. And this is when, of course, I was in active addiction. And he gave me a few more kratom capsules too, basically just for smoking with him because I had smoked. But he apparently forgot that he had put one of them with a little sheet. Because the one thing he did that I did not do, swear on my grandmother's soul, I didn't. Not voluntarily, but this time I did involuntarily. He gave me a kratom capsule with some other capsules that had a little piece of ice, huh, basically speed. So I took all the kratom capsules thinking, that'll hold me over till the next morning, next day, and then you know, I don't have to go into my stash of pills. Well, little did I know, I never went into that stash of pills because I ended up going through some type of crazy mania high, and it was 11:30 at night. I was there with Sammy, and I just got really depressed. I started thinking about a lot of things, things from years ago, regrets, mistakes I'd made, and I, I don't know. I snapped. I got a knife, and I rolled up the last weed that I had. And I went down to the basement and smoked it. Made a few phone calls. Uh, Started to go through with cutting myself and cutting myself all over the thighs, the legs, the hands, the arms, the wrist, the neck. I was just cutting up, down, back and forth. I didn't think about it. I just, because it was hard for me to do. It was a sharp hunting knife, but it still, it burned. All of the cuts burned like nothing I'd felt before. And I couldn't get myself to bleed fast enough. So then I cut myself somewhere unimaginable. And I did start to bleed a lot to the point at my neck, too. Um, and I had went because of the pain. I had went into the bathroom. I just had to get up, uh, and by chance, seeing myself in the mirror, it snapped me like back into my regular mind. I don't know. It's like I was shocked by what I'd done. So I went into the bathroom and got a towel and I wrapped myself in it. And I got the phone and uh, I called 911 and I told them that I needed to call somebody in case I didn't make it. And I got off the phone with them and I called home. And I couldn't bear to say what I'd done, but I just said that I need help and I'm gonna get some help. And I did get some help after that. It's what led me on my year-long journey of learning, being, and going through recovery, finding out what medicines I need to take. Of me and of all the other people in recovery, not everybody had a medicine box. The only people that had medicine boxes, which were boxes we stored our medicine in, um, which I still have the one that I used and was given. I've used it as my mainly my well, I kept using it as that, but I mainly used it to store my weed and some other things. But basically, if you didn't have that, then you would go up to the nurse's station. You might get general medication if you were withdrawing off something else or you didn't take medicine. But like a lot of people tried to get on and get into like the MAT program and different things. And even people that were some people that used, but if you didn't, they didn't use that long, they didn't get on the MAT. And another thing that qualified to get you on there is if, especially you had like chronic pain syndrome or your addiction had started off through medication therapy, through treatment. And so, I mean, and all of this, I could get, I mean, I don't know, I guess I could call Andy and have him verify. I don't know what else to do, but that was the truth of the matter. I hate to admit it, but in that fog and high and depressed state, I sliced my groin. Yeah, luckily I had a great surgeon though, and he sewed everything completely back up. Had a lot of scars and had a lot of staples and sutures. That is what it is, and that's my story of my suicide attempt in January 2019, the 19th.